Wait, hold up. Hold up. Let me go like chill right here. Perfect. Go.
Hello friends, and welcome to another
Hi.
episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now before
Okay, it took me a while to figure out who Belle Delphine was. It's that lady from Scooby-Doo.
you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays, and like every fucking video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I'm
Breaking news. I get no views.
taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand, there is a lot happening.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
With this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
Is
really?
Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Do you want to go there? Are you serious?
Gentlemen,
Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman
This is why women shouldn't be in politics. Just saying.
who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust.
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about these satanic billionaire pedophiles
country.
running the world, and let's talk about some internet drama, shall we? Because that is what's really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you watching,
So wait. So if I do a 100% mute stream and I post the bot, does that make me a Nazi and a racist? Because I didn't say anything. I just shut the app, shut the trap. Boom, instant racist. Nice logic.
this channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emaru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer.
Who is this? Greetings, where have you been? I got a job. Also, hey, Damien, what's up, man? How you doing?
Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ice, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm
Oh, never mind, I recognize her now. Yeah, the Hatsune Miku outfit completely threw me off. I had no idea who this was. Yeah, I do have a vague recollection about this. I remember someone mentioned it to me, where, like, there was this whole drama because someone asked about her opinion on ice, and she basically said she doesn't really have an opinion because she's not well versed in that political stuff. Or something to that effect, I don't know.
like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right?
I couldn't agree more.
This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day.
Unironically, I agree. There is, I know that I'm a no happenings chud. Nothing ever happens. But there's been a lot of happenings.
Hey, there's like a breaking story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life. And everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's
Please don't tell me it's an ad. It's gonna be Ground News ad.
sponsor, Ground News.
Yep,
So
I knew
let's
it.
quickly give them a shout out before we jump into today's
See this
video,
coming
shall
from a
we?
mile away.
Ground News is a website
Not gonna lie, her outfit transitions are always gold.
and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the
I wanna
political
try this, see if it's
spectrum,
good.
from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and really make sure you're getting both sides. They really make it fun and easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's take a look at this one about how RFK admits he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats. If you look it up,
It's kind of weird, not gonna lie.
On Ground News, a right-wing headline covers it like this: RFK revealed why he wasn't scared of COVID. It was a legendary answer. And a left-wing outlet covers the same story like this: Robert F. Kennedy Jr. doesn't fear germs, and his reason is really, really gross. Same story, completely different vibes. The Ground News feature
Like, whenever I took English classes in high school, when we learned about writing news articles, if you wrote an article like that, you would get 0. 0. You have to be impartial, avoid all emotional language, and all personal language, like saying me, myself, I, in the article. You broke a single one of those, they would give you a fat 0. Trust me, I had a pretty strict English teacher. Congrats on the job. I'm good just playing / streaming D&D. Oh, sweet. How's that going?
I like the most is the blind spot tool. It shows you how news stories have been covered by only one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how Hillary Clinton says migration has gone too far. Rare Hillary Clinton W. Suspicious. 37 sources covered it, 91% of those sources were right-wing, and only 4% were left-wing. Interesting. Or this one about how middle-class Americans are selling plasma because of financial pressure. Americans are—
I assume that means they're selling their blood plasma. I don't actually think you can sell that in this country. I think it's only America you can sell it. This is the second time I'm doing it. I just started. Well, how do you
selling their blood because they're so poor. 71% of the sources that covered this were left-wing, and only 14% were right-wing. I have been using Ground News for like 5 years now, and I am obsessed. It is one of the first apps I open when I wake up in the morning. It really helps me stay informed and helps me keep up with the news for my videos. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which
40% is huge, man. Normally when you get a sponsor, it's like, yeah, 10%, 15%, maybe even 20%, 40%. That's big, man. That's big savings.
which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. This comes to only like $5 a month, which is like the price—
Never mind, it's still expensive. I live in Africa. We don't have spare $5.
of a cup of coffee nowadays. To get the 40% discount, just go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR
Also, if you're being charged $5 for a cup of coffee, there's something wrong with your country. Here it's like $2, not $5.
code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thanks to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad as always. Right. And now, let's get back to the video. In this video, we are going to talk about the drama surrounding Emaru, the people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the cult of the CryBullies.
I love that little intro thing when it's always a screen title and it's just, yay!
I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop for you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government. I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions. But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer. And not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about.
Yeah, we should discuss the food situation in America. How do you guys wake up? You have no booty. You have no Pappenwurst. You have no chakalaka. You got no star maize meal. You got no beefy bovril. You got no mother pudding. You got no cook sisters. You have no bri. How do you wake up and not just jump out the window? Everything there is fake and made out of microplastics. Oh, and you don't have biltong. Actually insane way to live.
Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like, half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say f ICE. It's really not that hard to say f ICE, to be honest. It's so hard.
Of course, the flag's in the bio, by the way. Of course.
To just say f ICE? It's really not hard to say f ICE. Jesus Christ, how hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE? How hard is it to just say f ICE and move on? Oh my god. Just say f ICE. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line! Say it! Jesus Christ, like, at this point, even if Emeru did want to, like, abolish ICE, even if she really did think f ICE, she shouldn't say it. Like, I wouldn't say it at this point, because this is just, like, this is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies chasing after you. Hey, it's actually super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. F ICE, f Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, f Elon Musk, free Palestine, US is on stolen land built by stolen people, Luigi did nothing wrong, abortion is healthcare, leave trans people the f alone.
That is several years worth of soy and hormones raging in that sentence that was typed. Ooh, gives me the shudders to think about it. But this is like a Reddit levels of... This is actually something that I expect to see in Reddit. That's how bad it is.
These people literally just speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy pasting the internet leftist starter pack. What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy, like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths. And now he's on here like, Men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry. We need another war. The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by
We need another crusade.
Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer.
I don't even know who this person is. Denim Jeans is all I know.
Only because I don't stream Denims. Only because I don't stream. Anyway, I don't have any, like, personal beef with Denims. This isn't, like, an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but, she apparently has some opinions on Emeru, so let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not fence-sitting. She's just choosing not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence-sit, you actually have to say something. She didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo? Why is everything the f***ing Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while?
I know it's tiring me. Like, every single time the most mildest of issues gets labeled as a oy vey, another Holocaust, it's a Nazi this, a Nazi that, it's a racism this, it's a istophobe that. Eventually, just those words get used and abused so much, they lose their meaning. And you just become completely desensitized whenever someone says it. And like someone will come to you saying, oh, you know, this person's being a istophobe, racist, Nazi, and you're like, oh, what meme did they post? You know, we've reached the point where things that should carry gravitas and weight are being tossed around like they mean absolutely nothing. It's all so tiring, guys. It's tiring. I'm tired of
Everything
this.
is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism part, like, where did that come from? Listen, I don't get on camera.
Oh yeah, you see, if you want illegals deported, you're racist to Mexicans and Somalians. Yep, that's how their logic works. Even the Mexicans who want the illegals deported, like, you know, the legal immigrants that came from Mexico, those guys who want the immigrants gone, the illegal ones, yep, they're also racist now too.
And start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it. Emeru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you. Just turn on the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal
Turn
people
on The View.
are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted. I don't f***ing care what...
Wasn't there a guy who made like a speech at one of those award things? Oh, stupid vehicle. I'm pretty sure there's a guy who made a speech at one of those award things where he basically just said, you guys are all rich and you know nothing. Just take your award and shut up. He's right.
Glub Shitto thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Shitto have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird? Like, do you really want Sydney Sweeney throwing up in your mouth? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
I'm looking at you guys. It better not be you.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say f*** ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line. What? You should look into a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic.
I agree. And a lot of people, especially on the left, they will just repeat like absolute parrots all the talking points that they ever hear without ever going to research it, without ever going to attempt to understand all the facts and come to their own conclusion. They're basically offsetting their critical thinking to other people to think for them, and then they just repeat their conclusions. I've noticed this a lot, both sides. It's basically just mass NPC syndrome.
You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying f*** ICE.
Bye, Mom. Okay, where was I?
What about Cinna?
Wait, Femboy? Not Femboy! Oh, by the way, CT, you missed it. As we started stream, I was playing Deutschland, and I even just messaged in Smug's chat, and like, I'm playing Deutschland to someone CT, and here you are, every single time something happens. But I'm not a fanboy, you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say f*** ICE.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emaru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emaru?
L-ICE. Okay, but unironically though, f*** them. Straight up.
Why?
Hey, f*** them. Yeah, it's f*** them, don't care, and if you don't like that I say that, it's f*** you too. You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emaru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention.
Oh, I heard about that. I didn't hear about the other thing. That's crazy.
Now this girl is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even know this woman, and I'm sticking my
neck out.
You know
what this reminds me of? Have you ever seen those, hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on, one sec. Let me see if I can find it. Link address. Paste. Oh, I'm gonna look for it now. What? Don't ResearchGate me. Paste. There, I found it. It reminds me of this. It's literally just this. You don't care about your friends. You don't care about your family. You only care about these elaborate, abstract things out there. It's basically left us in a nutshell. Anyways.
Out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your f***ing country.
Why? Who are you to demand that?
You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad. When someone doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
There's this weird idea in America,
There's an order of magnitude of difference between those two
especially,
things.
where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable, because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it. But most people's lives do not revolve around politics. They do other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know. But man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew.
I relate. Life was so much simpler before I knew everything that I found on the internet. Take me back, boys. Take me
Sadly,
back.
it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And
A dildo of consequences rarely arrives lewd. I heard that from a wise man once.
unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emeru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference.
True. Actually, a very solid point. It only registered now.
I care a lot about, like, skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about, like, peptides and collagen.
First of all, for skincare, you've all been lied to. You've all been scammed. All you need is a $2 soap. I've used that for 25 years and I'm still handsome. All of the skincare nonsense, all of these creams and different soaps and sauces and mayonnaise and makeup and lip, it's all a scam. They just want your money. Don't give in.
To my audience because they don't give a shit. They're here to watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit? I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of
I
your
wish
own.
these guys would develop a mind of their own.
All she does is pander to anime gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emeru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice. The audacity! If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to
Which is exactly what I
say.
said about these people. They've basically just offloaded their critical thinking to other people and just parrot everything that they get told.
She would have mindlessly just been like, fuck Ice. If Emeru came out and was like, actually, I think Ice is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not. They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion. They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute
She's right.
audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg. So what I'm gathering is that Emeru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty incel Asian fetisher weirdos and is okay with that,
Wait, Emeru's Asian? I didn't know that.
but draws the line at saying Ice is bad. Emeru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emeru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of all things, are reactionary. She appeals to violent racists who fetishize Asian women. What the f is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian?
Wait, she's Asian? She actually is? Oh, I didn't notice. Interesting. What kind?
I'm trying to find a clip of Emeru saying sucky sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes. I don't know where this is coming from. And this woman, the woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most
And they're Asian themselves. That is... The level of hypocrisy that these idiots have astounds me. It really does.
insane part of all of this had to be when her ex-boyfriend, her allegedly abusive ex-boyfriend, posted his own ice in the middle of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Casey Tron.
It reminds
I feel
me
like
of
I'm just
whenever
opening up a can of worms that's been there for like 10 years that I had no idea about. I'm gonna assume most people in the chat know exactly who these people are. I don't know who Casey Tron is. I don't know who the other weirdo is, the denim jeans person.
Marath started wearing a cowboy hat because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically. She started wearing the cowboy hat. It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas streamer circles start wearing cowboy hats, that's whenever you gotta watch out.
A woman in Texas wearing a cowboy hat? Lord, take me out. Take me out back behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted.
If you wear a hat and you're from a certain state, you're actually a Nazi. No more hee-haw, cowboy, you just straight up a Nazi. If you put on the hat that you got there at your local store, and you just ride a horse, you know, with your little whip and your rope, they're gonna come arrest you for being a part of the Gestapo.
Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to.
So, opinion, probably. So this is all basically just baseless slander. Women.
To the worst type of men. Because, like, really misogynistic, shitty incel like men, they like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like, she's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me shit, dude, it's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emaru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be like one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can like kind of see how is Emaru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really though, what makes her a pick-me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me?
Those are all thoughts, in my humble opinion.
You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star.
Hold up, we got a weird person in chat. One sec. Epic Poo Man. Adios. Enjoy your ban. Don't come into my stream and say weird stuff like that.
And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give.
She's 35? I mean, to be fair. Sorry, I'm eating a muffin. To be fair, I knew someone who looked just like her, and she was like 40, so, you know, makes sense, makes sense.
I do care, however, when other women are called pick-me for the crime of not following a hive mind. I see it so often in, like, the VTuber community. Like, all these VTuber anime women will be called pick-me's.
I've seen that too. Like, I don't know any VTubers, but, like, all over Twitter, they're always arguing back and forth about this stuff. It's so weird. Like, none of them have any chill whatsoever. They're always at each other's throats. They're like cats fighting in the yard.
For just saying their opinions. You have to understand, like, to these people, whenever a woman has, like, an opinion that is not, like, the corporate HR-approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big, progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention.
True, guys, true.
Because I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then
You got really big eyes. It reminds you of someone. I'm trying to think. Alita Battle Angel. Have you guys ever seen the movie Alita Battle Angel? With the cyborg with the really big cute eyes. Emerald kind of reminds me of that. Oh, but I don't see her kicking butt with swords and kung fu anytime soon, unfortunately. But that would make for a really good stream. I'd even tune in for that.
in my opinion, it's like she's not entertaining whatsoever. She's like, I would literally rather watch paint dry.
So true.
Says the person with the most dead monotone voice I've ever heard. And the most retarded opinions. Like, I've seen like a couple of Ghosts of Memory. She seemed pretty entertaining. Certainly more than me. I'm quite boring.
Because you know what is far more entertaining than a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining. And if you don't agree...
That's literally what she's sounding like. No spunk, no life. Just complete, soulless rehash of the worst political opinions you've ever heard.
You're just like an incel. Okay, bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most annoying people on Earth, Emaru came out with a statement. Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. It should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away.
Hey, Asunder, how you doing, man? Well, come on in. We're busy watching some show on head. Oh, no, shoe on head, there we go.
From their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone.
Model dead? Where? Oh, it is. 1 sec. Let me fix that. Literally every time I try and fix my hair, it does this. Where's YouTube? So annoying. 1 sec. Celebrate yourself now. Oh hey, thanks so much for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Okay. That's back. Nice. Sub to tier 1, they've subscribed for 9 months. Nice. 9 months, where's the baby? Oh no. Please, I'm dealing with too much, man. We can't have baby allegations
struggles
here.
with those things. And an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political. It's basic human empathy. Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is, she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emaru made her opinion about ICE clear? No.
What do you mean muted? It's not muted. Oh, wait, what? You telling me this whole thing's been muted this whole time?
Of course not. Nazi response. TLDR, go f*** yourself in your PR apology. And there it is.
It actually was. You see, this is what happens when you people ain't here. I've been streaming this whole thing for like 20 minutes now, and you guys couldn't hear squat. Oh well, I'm sorry. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Another weak down the drain. Unless the Sunder Cobra feels like manually editing in the audio from that video, but I don't think you want to do that. It's just a waste of time. Oh, well, already gotten halfway, might as well watch it to the end.
Fucking course, she's
Thanks for
another
letting me
dumb
know, though.
Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money you get from your incel audience because they're disgusting, just like you. All I hear is,
Fat person wrote that.
I support Israel and my name is Emaru. Wait, what?
Where did Israel come into this? Okay, cry? No, you don't have to do it, man.
Where the f did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk about politics.
Like, I understand. It's just gonna be so much work. It's like 20 minutes of just cutting and pasting audio. It's fine, we just throw the react in the bin.
Politics equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emeru, you are garbage Nazi-loving c***. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you.
What does that even mean? You got orange around your mouth. What?
You Asmongold. If you're neutral, if you're neutral, you might as well say you're MAGA. Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants, for everyone to be quiet about it. The idea of get off the internet is so fucking ignorant, this dumb cunt needs to shut her fucking mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew something was off about her. Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin. Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude. Of course are incel fans swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old. Ah yes, incels. Known for defending women online.
What?
What the f***
Not pre-watch, it was just a coincidence we said what at the same time.
does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man. Man I do not like. I had no idea this was a thing until yesterday. How come no one told me Emeru low-key a femcel? Femcel! Emeru's a femcel!
What even is a femcel? Like, I understand incel, but what's a femcel?
Oh my do people just not know what words mean anymore?
Nope.
How are they coming to these conclusions? I mean, have you looked at her? I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her. Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
Unironically, they're probably just jealous of her. Massively. I bet it stings.
We need to do something about these male-centered women. Okay, first of all, nothing is more
Quadruple A. A woman? Yep.
more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God, go to therapy, do literally anything else than make it our problem. Fuck her, and especially fuck her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked.
Wait, now you're just wishing for death on her? What? These people are crazy.
30-year-old woman too scared to say fuck ICE to keep her incel audience happy. Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen.
Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, they're the most nothing burger of purity tests that gets failed by someone, even though they agree on like 99% of other things, and immediately they get branded as this Nazi that needs to get hanged. They actually need to be put in the box, unironically. Just get one of those white rooms, shove all 50 of them in there, well, it's more like 50 million, and then just keep them there. These crazy people shouldn't be in society. You write something like that on Twitter, you need to get an MRI scan. You need something to be done. You're clearly unwell. What is up, twin? Hey, my favorite Filipino. How you doing, Red? I missed 55. No, don't worry. You missed 55 minutes of mute. All quiet on the happenings front? True.
Into a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh. Fuck her and fuck ICE and fuck you if you support this cunt.
No, there's like one or two others. I think Mose is Filipino. No, he's Vietnamese. There's one other Filipino. You still met them. They're on my server. There's two
Emeru
Filipinos.
deserved what Miskiff did to her. Fuck Emeru for supporting ICE. I genuinely hope this bitch gets oh,
You mean
okay.
Frost?
I
Yes.
reported that one. Holy
Yes.
sh**. What is wrong with these people? See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say fucked up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is fucked up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, chud. Look it up. Nazis deserve death, and silence is compliance. May I just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer
How
who
is
doesn't
Ice
even know
bad?
anything
Only
about
on
politics
Wrestle
to tell
Eagles?
you about politics.
You're trying to make sense out of the senseless. It's not going to work. And anyone who does not agree with their twisted and contorted worldview, they want to brand the most evil label possible to justify attacking and killing them. And if they could legally, they would go out and kill you. It's as simple as that. We should put them all in a box, just lock them up, put them in an island somewhere, maybe Greenland, and just keep them out of society. These people are crazy.
You probably just need to get off the internet.
Are you
Ladies and
talking
gentlemen.
out? I don't even know what that means. Are you talking about ice or no? What? What you? Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Please start making sense. Explain yourself more. Calls a Vietnamese man a Filipino war declared within the hour. Can you imagine war between Vietnam and Philippines breaks out and it's all my fault? Wow. Imagine being known for that.
A Nazi that deserves death. What? After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emeru decided to follow right-wing grifter Shoe on Head. Of course Emeru is now following a fellow pathetic pick-me for being quiet about ice. They both don't want to piss off.
Talk about the anti-ice people or ice folk? No, I'm making a general statement about these people who call just random ordinary people Nazis and then they want to kill them. Those stupid people. Most of them are anti-ice, but anyways.
Off their 100% right-wing gooner fan base. For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yeah, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that study where people on the right side of the political spectrum have far more tolerance of difference in ideology and opinion than people on the left. Like, massively different.
Chud audience. I upset my chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you
I
down.
love being allowed to have different opinions without having an open hospitality with other people. Yep. That is how it should be, but unfortunately we have lunatics that are roaming free, and it's true because it rhymes.
At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is. A lot of people in response to Emeru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee,
now
you're
they
a
know him.
coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the CryBully, they come in
We should bring back bullying, guys. The people who make statements like this, they never got bullied enough in high school. We must make bullying great again. We need some more swirlies in the toilet, more locker shove-ins.
swarms. They get in your head. They prey on your empathy. They isolate you from your friends. They make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case,
Send them to
no
Asia.
opinion.
I'm
And when
gonna
you are
send them to
someone who is
Israel.
not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but
She's completely right. Men, you are not allowed to drink and drive because of the women vote. Remember that.
it's just true. Honestly, you know, now that I think about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people
Wait,
on the
did my
spectrum
model
are
just die again?
immune to the
Yeah, model died. Hold on. Fix it. The moment I like just bend over to look into my mic, it just completely dies. Bro, this is so annoying. Please be normal. Okay. Oh. Turn camera on. Calibrate. Calibrate harder. There we go. That's much better. We're back. Banished to Brazil, deported to Ohio. Yes, of course. Of course, woe men, the men of woe. Couldn't have said it better myself.
CryBully tactics. What happened is Emeru just saw like a shit ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just gonna make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question.
Wait, people in my spectrum are immune, that's why I'm the only sane one in my town? Yes. Yes, you are.
And everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon are. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmon, right?
No, guys, Asmongold is not a Nazi. He's told us before, and he said, sorry guys, I'm not a Nazi. I know, very disappointing. We were all very heartsore at the devastating, just total travesty of the news that is in fact not a Nazi. And we have to live with that, that grief for the rest of our lives. So how dare these people come in here and just put salt in our wounds?
Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmon or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold.
Okay, that was kind of funny. But it's not as funny as Thunder Cobra. That one's much better than the Asmon one. Asmongold would still be one of the best names of guy fits the definition. Yeah. I heard apparently that some people thought Asmongold was Jewish because of the gold in his name.
Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emeru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do. Yes. Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my
Damn, guys, you better not tell anyone you're buddies with Fox. You might get in big trouble. Ooh. Why can't people just ignore comments on Twitter? Because they are terminally online, and any dissent from the approved HR-friendly opinions that they hold, that they offloaded for someone else to do the critical thinking for them, is considered to be earth-shattering and just completely destroys their ideology, and they completely re-out because they're so emotionally charged by what they believe that the moment there's even an ounce of disagreement, they completely lose their minds. Let them come. Yes. Oh no, I have to make an apology and stuff. Dude, it's also tiresome. People just being stupid.
job. They got emails of my family members. It was like non-stop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop, while needless—
You never give in to these people, because you will apologize on one thing, but there will always be just endless purity tests thereafter. If you agree with them 99% and you disagree with the 1%, they're gonna fight. You apologize to the 1%, they're gonna discover that you're actually only 99.9% with them, and then they're gonna burn you for that 0.9%, 0.1%. Repeat for 0.01%, 0.0001%, and so on and so forth. Never give an inch. They will take a mile.
To say karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018, we made up years ago, but looking back on all this in 2026 is
How about this? Here's a hot take. No one with really bad mental fortitude should have social media. Just as a broad categorical rule. If you cannot take insults to the face, no social media. If it's too hot in the kitchen, you don't get a cook. Simple as.
extremely embarrassing. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful and you just kind of want it all to stop. And you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emerald came out and made a statement. I just really hope she doesn't wind up disavowing friends over political differences like I did. It was a huge mistake and it is not worth it, because you are going to find yourself surrounded by people who see you as a temporary ally and not a real friend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a never apologize person. You should apologize if you actually do something wrong, if you actually wronged someone. But you shouldn't
Hey, SJMCC13, welcome to the chat. How you doing, man? So they can't tell where it's bullying to... I see.
Apologize to like a nebulous, faceless mob of people while facing down a barrel of a gun. There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years. There is nothing you can ever do to please these people, so why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave. And I know, like, with everything going on right now, like, is this really a video about cancel culture in 2026? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. First of all, you should expect that. You clicked on a shoe on a head video. But second of all, yeah, I feel like this is kind of important to talk about. I feel like this type of thing is part of the reason we are where we are right now.
She's not wrong. Crazy people brought us here.
This type of stuff drives people away from the left, and more importantly than that, it's just evil. I saw some leftists covering Emeru being cancelled, and they were like, the cultural shift is here. Woke 2.0, we don't play around, we're mean now.
So many rage-inducing comments in this video, dude. Don't take the bait, man. Just ignore these crazy people.
Woke 2.0? Because Woke 1.0 worked out so well for you guys in the country, right? You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, not double down and get worse. I don't know how you can look at the last 10 years and be like, we have got to get more annoying. Like, what are you doing? Attacking normie streamers for not wanting to be involved in political discourse? Also, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not smearing, like, the left as a whole, okay? This isn't fucking Fox News. This isn't the Nuxanor channel. I'm well aware there are plenty of left-wing people, especially in my audience, who feel the same.
Wait. Hey, Fox, promise me you'll start baiting the leftists if you get famous enough to be talking about. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go bait people, but if they annoy me, ooh, they will get the severe sarcasm.
Way I do. I'm talking about a certain faction of the mostly online left. I was about to say it's like a loud minority, but I don't even think it's a minority anymore. I think it's like a majority. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only ones like holding down the fort. Like me and Anna Kasparian. And every day I'm called a right-wing grifter for being like, hey, maybe we can focus on the issues that like actually affect the working class. You know, things that actually help people, not stupid fucking shit like going after e-girl cosplay streamers. Like, can we just get back to the fact that we are all being ruled by satanic billionaire pedophiles who may or may not be eating children, please?
Yep,
thank you.
I agree to that.
In conclusion, Emeru did nothing wrong. People are tired of having politics shoved down their throat, and you don't need to speak about things you don't want to speak about. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say the line, actually. This is mass psychosis, rivaling on 2020. These people are trying to socially ostracize this woman for not putting like a black square on her Instagram. They're just mad at Emeru for not doing like the ice button.
This is why I don't watch cancel culture vids like Rev says Daisy. Why not? What's wrong with Rev? He's pretty cool.
Bucket challenge or some shit. Like that's basically what is happening here. If you are going to streamers for political information, you are cooked. If you're
I mean, true. Depending, you know?
Going to shoe on head for political information, you are deep fried. So that was that little video. If you liked my yapping, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon down below. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!
Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Like...